The Property Brothers are back with this super fun show called Chasing the West. Obviously, I'm talking to Jonathan Scott, Drew Scott. So, Jonathan, tell us what Chasing the West is all about.
Well, it's about bearded men and cowboy. No, I'm just looking at the two of you guys, and
Yeah.
I feel
Trevor
like
deserves to be out
I
on the
need to
West.
stop shaving here. Chasing the West it's so fun because we have a lot of people who want to escape the chaos of the city and they want to go live that ranch lifestyle, but they have no idea what that means and they have no idea how much work it takes. So you see people who we all of a sudden show these ranch properties and they dive in and then they're way over their heads. So it's a lot of fun.
It's sort of a reality check because the affordability factor in the city, it's so tough to afford what you need for your family. But people don't realize the amount of work that it takes out on a ranch property too. It is beautiful, but it takes work. So we're a part of that reality check.
It's great to see that effort that you guys help put in there. And, Drew, I mean, obviously, this kind of takes you guys back to your roots. Tell us about your background that helped kind of get you guys ready for this show.
You know, we love the memories that we have from growing up on a ranch. We've been riding horses since we were born, basically. And again, for the show, we were riding every other day. I do have some saddle sores. I'm a little stiff. But it was nostalgic for us. And there's just a piece of what we have of that nostalgia. We want to pass that on to other people. And ranch life means something different for everyone. Some of these homeowners, they want to have a wedding venue for people. They want a wellness retreat. Some want a cattle ranch. We grew up on a horse ranch. So it was fun for us to experience what ranch life was for other people.
One of our homeowners, all she wanted was to have a chicken ranch, have chickens, all kinds of chickens. And so we took her to a chicken ranch and put her in a pen, only to realize she's deathly afraid of chickens. So these are the things that make for really good TV.
It's so funny you say that because obviously people are sitting here like, oh, I don't want an HOA. I want to do my own thing. I want to have my own ranch. But there's so much that comes with that. What can you guys, let's start with Jonathan. What can you say about like the common misconceptions of owning a ranch versus being in these neighborhoods and stuff that you guys have helped with?
Yeah, well, the more land you have, the more maintenance there is on that land. Fencing, tending to the crops, things like that. If you have animals, that was the big thing. We had to get up really, really early on our ranch, feed the horses, tend to if you have cattle, you've got to, handle calving season. And, if any of the animals get sick, you have to deal with that. There is no stopping on a ranch. If something happens, you have to deal with it. And one of our homeowners actually was saying he wanted so much land. And I said, how are you going to afford to maintain this? You'll have to hire so many people. And he's like, no, I've got 2 teenagers. I'll make them do it. And I was like, your teenagers do not want to do all that work.
No, our parents made us do it with 3 of us, and so we had to do all the work. We were out there picking rocks, painting fences. But at the end of the day, it's a dream. People have this dream. We just want to make sure it's a realistic dream. Some of these people are trying to operate a business on these ranch properties, but they're just saying, oh, I'll hire someone for this, I'll hire someone for that. You're not going to have any money left over because margins are really thin in ranch life.
Such a good perspective because people have those dreams, but they don't have the money to achieve that. And you guys are there to be those realistic experts to help them on that journey. How does this show, obviously it's ranch versus the kind of typical homes that you guys helped in Property Brothers, but what are some other major differences between the two shows that we've seen you guys on?
Yeah, I mean, again, living outside the city, you don't have maybe as many restrictions for what you're building. Your dollar can stretch in different ways, but it still can be expensive. So trying to get people, we even had a couple where they had bought several houses in the city before and they had done renovations, so they understand the cost there. But to get them to get that out of their mind, to realize it's a totally different cost structure out in the country and how they have to deal with it. So it's a resetting for people.
And you don't have the same labor market in the country as well. So if you have to have something fixed, you can't always just call up a plumber and have them show up right away. I mean, you've got to fix a lot of the stuff yourself. So that was, when we were growing up on a ranch, I remember, my dad was showing us how to fix things. And when I eventually went to school for construction and design, I remember thinking after the fact, I'm like, oh, so this is how you actually do it. Oh, okay. On the ranch, sometimes you just had to fix it so it worked, and that was good enough.
We also had couples too that it's trying to help them creatively figure out the financial model. So we had these two couples from the city. They decided that they wanted to work together and buy one large property together. They would have a shop for their business, and they would each have houses there for their families. And so I liked as well that the episodes will give education to people on how you can think outside the box of how you can get into your dream property.
I would like to go on the record and say
Yes.
I told that couple, terrible idea. Two separate families moving in together, terrible idea, but they did it.
I would not recommend that either. But Property Brothers, obviously 7 seasons, over 170 episodes. Chasing the West here, 8 episodes. Can we get more seasons of this? Obviously, we have to see how this first one does, but I know audiences are going to love it after watching this first episode.
I think it's something unique. What we try to always do is listen to our fans, listen to the audience. What are they looking for? And we get 500,000 messages each a week on social media from fans saying what they love and what they want to see. So this show is because this is what we've been having our audience ask for, and I feel they're going to love it. It's visual, it's beautiful, it's educational, and it's fun.
It's so fun. Chasing the West premieres Wednesday, July 30th on HGTV, also streaming on HBO Max. Thank you both so much.
Thanks,
Thank
Trevor.
you.